Hi
Camera's on.
everyone, it's AC here, and welcome to Top 10 Tuesday. And this week's video we'll be doing is the
The
2000s.
2000s, the first decade that we were both alive for. We weren't alive for the full decade, but we were alive from 2002 to.
02, 02
We
to
started
09.
2002, then of course we're still here right now.
Yeah.
But this is the first decade we're alive for. We're alive for most of the decade, minus 2000 and 2001, and
First
most of
years.
2002. But
The majority of it, yeah.
yeah. But I'm sure most of you, probably everyone that's watching this has lived through the 2000s. They were alive in the 2000s. Several were probably born before 2000s. But this is the first decade that we were alive in. So let's get started with number 10. Fellowship of the Ring, the first Lord of the Rings movie from 2001. And this is a great start to one of the best trilogies of all time. And I read the books at the same time. I read the books first, then I watched the movie. And I have to say, Lord of the Rings is one of the few books or few movies. So what are you laughing about?
I'm thinking of something, man.
Okay, alright. Guess we'll figure out soon enough. But I was like, Lord of the Rings isn't that funny.
No, I'm thinking of something else.
Okay. But this is one of the few movies that is better than the book it was based off of. And I can say that for all the Lord of the Rings movies. Of course, the books were fine. I like them. I respect them. But the movies were better. This is a great start. And you should definitely check out Lord of the Rings if you haven't already. Yes, they're long, but they don't feel long. They don't feel like 3 to 3.5 hours. Sometimes even close to 4 hours. But the credits are long too, so probably close to 3 hours if you don't include the credits. This is my number 10, Fellowship of the Ring, first Lord of the Rings movie.
Alright, my number 10 is Orange County with Jack Black, Catherine O'Hara, John Lithgow, and Ben Stiller. This came out in 2002, and it's PG-13. It's a Paramount movie.
Okay. What rating would you give that movie?
I say a 9.
Oh, really? It's high
Yes.
praise.
Yes.
Okay. I haven't seen that. Maybe you should pick it for movie night one night.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe just to change it up a little bit.
Maybe.
Alright. Number 9 is Monsters, Inc. from 2001. 2001 movies to start off the top 10. This is a great anime movie, masterpiece by Pixar, just another one. John Goodman, Billy Crystal, Steve Buscemi. This is a fun movie. And I do have to say, though, Monsters University was a little disappointing. It was not as good as this movie. It's fun. It's okay. It's not that good for Pixar standards. But if you really like this movie, I guess you can watch it. But set your expectations low. But Monsters, Inc. is a great anime movie you should check out if you haven't already. Great animated movie. It's on Disney Plus if you want to watch it. Or if you want to go old school and buy it on DVD like we originally did.
Yeah, or watch on Disney Plus.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep. What do you think about Monsters, Inc., Casey? I
I
know you've seen it.
Oh, it's alright. I hadn't seen it in a while.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember seeing the Monsters University in 2013.
Yeah, I remember seeing it in theaters.
The day it came out.
Yeah. I think we even had the first premiere. I think it was the either 10:30 or 10 o'clock showing.
It was like the 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. Okay,
It was more like
it was the
11.
first one. Because I remember feeling so weird eating popcorn at 11 in the morning. I was like, really? We're eating popcorn at 11 in the morning?
Yeah.
But it was, yeah, that was Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, I enjoyed seeing the Monsters, Inc. And I enjoyed seeing the trilogy, 2013 trilogy when
The
it
trilogy,
came out.
you mean the
Sequel,
the prequel. It was a prequel. It was
before, yeah.
The prequel. Yep. And I've watched, I haven't finished Monsters at Work yet. It was the new Disney Plus show. It was okay.
Is John Goodman in the Monsters?
Yeah, Billy Crystal and John Goodman are both in the...
John Ratzenberger.
I don't know if... I think he may have an appearance in a couple episodes or one episode. But have you seen the show?
No.
It's on Disney Plus, so if you're looking for another animated show to watch,
I have lots of stuff to watch between now and Monsters at Work.
Yep, I know. Yep, that's my number 9.
Okay. My number 9 is Along Came Polly with Ben Stiller, Jennifer Aniston, Alec Baldwin, and Michelle Lee. It came out in 2004, and it's one of my favorite Ben Stiller movies I've seen.
Interesting. Okay, I haven't seen that one either. But number 8. Most people have never heard of this, but it's a good movie. Mary and Max from 2009. And AC should like it. It's an Australian stop motion movie.
Oh, yeah,
It
okay.
stars Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Great,
That's
great.
Philip Seymour Hoffman's character
Oh,
on
yeah,
there.
great actor.
And it's a,
Who else is in AJ?
let's see,
Bear,
Tony Collette and
Bear
Barry Humphries and Eric Bana.
Oh, no.
He was
Okay.
Incredible Hulk. Or the
Where-
Hulk in 2003.
Okay, where's Hugh Jackman and where's Russell Crowe?
Probably too expensive.
Well, they're Australian.
I know, but it was good. Philip Seymour Hoffman did good in this vocal role, his voiceover role. This is, you might be wondering, why is this top 10? I've never even heard of this. It's a really good movie. It's not for everybody, though. It's a depressing movie. I would say it's for kids, but it's not. There's some adult content in there. It's more than your Disney or your DreamWorks or your typical kids anime movie. It's a little more serious. You might have to have a talk with your kid or something, depending on parts of the movie. But I gotta say, it's about Mary and Max. They're across the country. Max lives in New York, played by Philip Seymour Hoffman, and Mary lives in Australia. I forgot exactly where in Australia, but she's from Australia. He's in New York. He has autism or Asperger's, as they say in the movie. He's, I think, 40 or he's in his 40s or 50s, and she selects him because she was looking through the phone book at the beginning of the movie, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna pick that address. He lives in an apartment. I'm gonna pick that one right there." It's very interesting to see how their relationship develops throughout the movie. They're pen pals for several years. Mary and Max grew up with each other. Mary started writing him letters when she was 7 or 8. And it's an interesting movie. It's depressing at times. It's funny at times, but you should check it out. It's one of the most underrated anime movies of all time. More people need to see this movie, for sure. But it's hard to watch. I had to buy it on Blu-ray, or you could rent it. But I won a physical copy, got a Blu-ray copy of it. It's worth watching. I'm guessing you've never seen this.
Never heard of it.
Yep. I know you like Philip Seymour Hoffman, so
Yeah. Yeah, they should have recast some of them. They should have had Hugh Jackman and Russell Crowe. And
probably couldn't afford those two.
Unfortunately. All right, guys. My number 8 is Christmas with the Cranks with Tim Allen, Jamie Lee Curtis, Kevin Chamberlain, and Kim Rhodes. It came out in 2004, and it's a great Christmas movie, and that was the first Christmas Tim Allen Christmas movie that he was not Scott Calvin, or I wasn't non-Disney.
Yep. And I think the movie gets too much hate. It's not amazing. It doesn't do anything groundbreaking, but I think it's a little underappreciated. I think it doesn't deserve the hate it gets by some people. But I think more people are starting to like it.
Yeah,
throughout the years. It's
great.
A little bit of a cult classic.
Yes, it is. In recent memory and years.
Yep. Number 7. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, starring Jim Carrey. This is Jim Carrey's best movie he's ever done. And it's a great supporting cast as well. We got Elijah Wood from, of course, Lord of the Rings. And, of course, you got Kirsten Dunst, Mark Ruffalo, who would later become the Incredible Hulk. And you got Kate Winslet several years after Titanic. This is just it's another depressing movie, but it's a dark comedy, I'd say. It's a little different from The Truman Show, another dark comedy starring Jim Carrey from 1998. But this is, in my opinion, Jim Carrey's best movie ever. And I don't think he'll ever top it. It'll be hard to, at least. But I know we watched this together, AC. What do you think?
I'm not a huge fan of that movie, unfortunately.
I'm not surprised.
Well, Jim Carrey made better movies in his career than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I have a feeling we might see a Jim Carrey movie on your top 10 or in your top 10.
Oh, yeah.
I have a feeling.
Stay tuned, everyone.
Yeah, I have a feeling. But this is also a great movie. I don't know if you can stream it anywhere or not.
I don't think so, man.
Maybe. Maybe Paramount Plus, but I'm not for sure on
Or
that.
HBO Max.
Maybe. But check it out.
Alright, my number 7 is... Are we 7 or 8?
Yeah, number 7. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, great. Number 7 for me is Elf with Will Ferrell and Ed Asner. That came out in 2003, and my favorite part of the Elf movie is when Will Ferrell's character Buddy the Elf eats jelly beans
And spaghetti.
What else did he
And
eat?
top it off.
And topped up with
Maple syrup.
And yeah, maple syrup. That was my favorite part of the movie.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of iconic scenes in the movie. One of the best Christmas movies of all time.
You can't go wrong with a little bit of spaghetti and jelly beans.
And that was Will Ferrell at his best.
Yes, probably the best. Probably the best Will Ferrell movie ever.
Yeah, that's the best, definitely.
Yes, most popular Will Ferrell movie.
It's questionable, but
yes, yep, yeah. Here's the producers of the movie were wanting to have Will Ferrell reprise his role and do Elf 2 in 2013, but he didn't want to do the movie.
And I think he did the right thing. I think he made the right decision by not. He got offered something close to, I think it was
$45 million.
He got offered $45 million.
Maybe
Not that much. I thought it was like $10 million, which is still a lot. A lot for a movie. $10 million for one role or something like that. It was outrageous the amount of money he declined, but that was a good move. I think he didn't want to screw up the legacy of Elf and have it be tainted by a crappy sequel. But who knows? Maybe the sequel would have been good. Maybe Jon Favreau could have cooked up something worth a sequel.
Yeah,
we'll never know. But I'm glad that there's no sequel.
And I wonder what Ed Asner as Santa Claus would have been like in the sequel.
Yeah, obviously he's dead now, so
he died last year.
Yep. But most of the main cast is still alive.
Yeah,
other than him.
Bob Newhart's still alive.
He's probably gonna be dying soon.
He's probably be dying sometime this year, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how bad this ages or how well this ages.
We'll have to see.
What day do you predict Bob Newhart's death?
So
we're in 2022 right now. If you're watching this later on, several years from now.
Okay, he probably would die June the 11th of this year.
Okay.
That's my prediction.
June 11th, 2022. All right, we'll see about that. Okay, all right. Keep us posted,
kids.
We'll see. We'll see how well this ages.
We'll see.
All right. Yep. Number 6. I don't have this on DVD, but Memento from 2000. This is the first great Christopher Nolan movie he ever did. It's a psychological thriller. It's not rewatchable per se, but it's a great movie you need to watch at least once in your life. You need to check it out. And you may not like it. It's not for everybody, but it's worth a watch for sure. Christopher Nolan's done so many great movies over the years. Memento was just his first great one he did. The first movie where he had real money to spend, I think it was $12 million, which isn't a lot compared to what he would do later on in his career, but his first movie was, I think it was under $1 million budget, which showed his talent, but Memento was his first true great movie he did. Yeah, Following was 1997 or 8. It was solid for what it was, but Memento is amazing. Check it out if you haven't already. It's on HBO Max, I'm pretty sure. I know you haven't seen it. Memento from 2000.
Who's in that?
Guy Pearce is in it, I think.
Um,
He's the
Christian
main one.
Bale in it?
No, Christian Bale's not in it. No. You're thinking of The Prestige from 2006.
Well, there are a lot of
which
films.
is another Christopher Nolan movie he did later on.
Yeah.
That's my number 6. What's your number 6?
Okay, my number 6 is Royal Tenenbaums with Ben Stiller, Danny Glover, Bill Murray, Luke Wilson, Owen Wilson, and Gene Hackman. And it was directed by Wes Anderson, and this is the best Wes Anderson movie that he directed.
That's a hard one. I don't know if I'd say it's his best, but it's
just my
It's
opinion.
a good movie. It's really good. It's not going to be, spoiler, it's not going to be in my top 10 2000s movies, but it's another great movie from the 2000s. Now, I'm a little surprised that you had on your list. I think it's the first movie, first non-Christmas movie I've seen from your list. Because I had not seen, what was it?
I'll
Orange
tell you
County. And
Orange County and Along Came
I
Polly.
haven't seen those two. I've seen the Christmas movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, Royal Tenenbaums, you should definitely check out.
Yeah, please check it out on DVD.
Yeah. Now, number 5 is Memories of Murder from 2003. This is the only non-English language movie on this list. It's directed by the same guy who did Parasite a few years ago, and it's almost as good as Parasite. I'd say it's about equal. The only reason why Parasite isn't better is because the last 5 minutes were not satisfying. It was perfect up until the last 5 minutes for Parasite, but Memories of Murder is great all around. It's a great crime, mystery, thriller sort of thing. It combines several different genres to make one interesting movie. And I know you have not seen it. It was on Hulu when I watched it.
Who's in it?
It's a Korean movie. I can't think of any of the actors that are in it. I know a few of the actors. I know the dad in Parasite that you see on the front cover. He was in this movie too, but I can't think of it. I don't know his name. But Memories of Murder is great. Check it out. It's a nice introduction to Korean cinema. Those are the only 2 Korean movies I've seen, so my knowledge on Korean cinema is limited, but probably more than a lot of people, just because I've seen 2 movies. 2 more than most people have seen. But Memories of Murder is amazing. You should check it out for sure. That is my number 5. Right, we're halfway through the list now.
Yeah.
What's your number 5?
Okay, my number 5 is Dreamgirls with Eddie Murphy, Jamie Foxx, Danny Glover, and Beyonce. That came out in 2006, and the people who play the main cast play the characters were Beyonce and Jamie Foxx. Like they were doing like R&B musicians like Jackson 5, Aretha Franklin.
Wasn't it like a Motown movie?
A Motown.
It's like kind of like the Dreamgirls were kind of like the Supremes.
Yes, they were like the Supremes, and
I haven't seen it, but
please check it out, guys.
You need to pick it for movie night one night.
Okay, good.
You need to. I want to see it sometime.
Yeah.
But that's his number 5. Now, number 4. The Dark Knight from 2008. This is the best live-action superhero movie of all time. Christian Bale. Chris got the memorable performance by Heath Ledger. Rest in peace to him, his last ever movie he did. You got Michael Caine. You got Gary Oldman, Aaron Eckhart, Morgan Freeman. This is the best live-action superhero movie of all time, like I said. This is the middle of the Nolan Batman trilogy. It's the best Christopher Nolan movie he ever did. You got Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises. This is the best one of the trilogy. And it's the best Batman movie of all time, easily. But you should check it out if you haven't already seen it. But I'm assuming you've already seen it. Well, I think most people have seen it. But this is a great movie. What else do I have to say about it? What do you think of The Dark Knight?
First one is
You mean Batman Begins? It's from 2005.
Oh, Batman Begins 2005. All right. Dark Knight, the 2008 Dark Knight. All right. The 2012 Dark Knight Rises is probably the best.
That's a hot take right there. Most people
It's the
say
best.
Most people say it's the worst of the three, but
It's probably I think it gets better and it gets better and better at each of those Batman movies like the 2005,
Okay.
2008, 2012.
okay.
Yeah, it gets better. It gets better at each trilogy, I say.
Well, that's a hot take, AC, but that's AC.
Yeah.
What's your number 4?
Okay, my number 4 is Bruce Almighty with Jim Carrey, Morgan Freeman, Jennifer Aniston, and Steve Carell. And this came out in 2003, and this is probably my favorite Jim Carrey movie from the 2000s, and that and Mr. Popper's Penguins are my 2 favorite Jim Carrey movies. So anyway, Morgan Freeman played the good character God.
I remember seeing the sequel, the crappy sequel in theaters when I was little. I think I was 4 or 5 when the sequel came out.
Yeah.
But I've not seen the first one.
I think this is way better than the 2007 movie.
I would hope so, because the sequel
is
terrible.
It's better, fortunately, with no Jim Carrey,
Yeah.
no Jennifer Aniston.
Steve Carell and Morgan Freeman are in it.
Yeah, I know.
It's not that good.
Yeah. I wonder why did they have Jim Carrey in the 2007?
I don't know. All right. Number 3. Up from 2009, and this was the first Pixar movie that got a nomination for Best Picture, and it's well deserved. It is deserving of the Best Picture nomination because this is the best movie of 2009 that I've seen. Ed Asner, once again, he's fantastic as Carl Fredricksen. This is a fun movie. You feel a roller coaster of emotions throughout the movie. And this is one of Pixar's best movies ever. You need to watch it if you haven't already. This is fantastic. And it's not too kiddie. And Pixar does a good job on generally not being too kiddie. They have some adult content in there too. It keeps adults entertained. Keeps them from getting bored. But what do you think of Up?
What I saw in 2009 I thought was fine, but I hadn't seen it since then.
Yeah, you might need to rewatch it sometime.
Ed Asner. Who else is in it besides Ed Asner?
Dennis Hopper is in it too.
I think John Ratzenberger's in
Yeah,
there.
he of course is in it. He's in every single Pixar movie.
Yeah.
Or he was at one point. From Toy Story to onward, he was in every single.
Was Onward like 3 years ago?
2 years ago.
Oh, from
2020.
Yeah.
2020.
They haven't made any new Pixar since then, right?
They made Soul. It came out Christmas 2020.
I'm shocked that they have John Ratzenberger.
And then Luca came out summer last year.
It's hard to believe that no John Ratzenberger in those two.
I don't know why. I remember hearing why, but I forgot why.
Yeah. All right.
That's my number 3.
My number 3 is Zoolander with Ben Stiller, Jerry Stiller, Owen Wilson, Will Ferrell, Andy Dick, and they had cameos. They had cameos, celebrity cameos like David Bowie and much more. And this came out 21 years ago. I can't believe it's been that long. And they made a sequel, Zoolander 2, in 2016. Oh no! He's done it again, everyone. He's falling asleep. You want me to wake him up? After 3, everyone. 1, 2, 3, wake up, AJ!
Oh, thanks for waking me up. I don't get the hype around Zoolander. It's not that good of a comedy. It's not good. I understand why people liked it. But we all have different tastes.
Yeah.
It was a little over the top. I know it was supposed to be over the top, but it just wasn't funny. It got old. It's just the same joke over and over and over again. And I don't like movies that have the same joke over and over again. That's just me, though. Some people love it, but I just wasn't for me. Number 2, The Two Towers. This is the second movie in the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and you're laughing because of Lord of the Rings.
No, I'm thinking of something.
What's up with the Lord of the Rings? What's so funny about it?
I don't know. I'm thinking of something.
All right, no telling what you're thinking about. But this is a hot take. This is the best Lord of the Rings movie out there. It's better than Fellowship of the Ring, and it's better than Return of the King, which Return of the King to me is the worst of the 3, but it's not bad. It's a good movie, but it's just not a masterpiece like the first 2. This is great. And I can't even concentrate. You're laughing over
Sorry,
me.
man.
Can you whisper to me what you're laughing about? Okay. That's not even funny, but okay. But Two Towers, check it out. Watch Fellowship of the Ring, then watch Two Towers, then watch Return of the King. I wouldn't recommend watching it all in one day unless you get up early, but you do you. This is great. And now you're probably wondering, what could top Two Towers? I'll tell you in just a minute after AC gives his number 2.
Number 2, Santa Claus 2 with the Santa Claus cast: Tim Allen, Judge Reinhold, Eric Lloyd, Wendy Crewson, Peter Boyle, and David Krumholtz. This came out in 2002, and this is great. This is a great Christmas. This is great. This is a great Christmas movie, everyone. It's good. It was good as the first Santa Claus, everyone. He's done it again, everyone. Sleeping on me. 1, 2, 3. Wake up, AJ.
Oh, thank you for waking me up. Santa Claus 2 and 3 are not good. First one's good, but then 1 and 2 are not good.
Well, and a couple weeks ago, they made
an announcement that there's going to be a Santa Claus Disney Plus series, which
I can't wait for.
Which interests me, but we'll see.
I'm looking forward to seeing the TV series. Hopefully there's like a 30-episode series.
It won't be 30. It'll probably be 8 episodes. 10 at the max.
I hope so.
Knowing how Disney Plus has arranged their series, it'll probably be 10 episodes max.
And
it'll be anywhere between 5 and 10 episodes.
Yeah, and they're going to start filming the movie in March.
You mean the TV show?
The TV show in March.
I wonder if it'll be ready for Christmas 2022 or Christmas 2023.
Hopefully this year.
We'll see. I bet it'll be 2023, but it'll be a pleasant surprise if it'll be Christmas 2022.
Well, on the TV series, if it's like a 8-episode TV series, it'll probably be this year.
Maybe, perhaps. We'll see.
Looking forward to it.
All right. Let's say this together. Number 1. Okay.
Number 1!
My number 1. I don't have the DVD, but I don't have a copy of it. Any guesses? Any guesses? Any guesses? It feels so weird not having a DVD.
Oh, it does.
Do you have any guesses, AC? Do you have a guess for my number 1? Nothing? No guess?
No.
Okay.
Tell the audience.
All right. The Pianist from 2002, starring the great Adrian Brody.
Great actor.
This was his peak, and this is one of the best performances of all time. It's a depressing movie, but you need to watch it at least once in your life. Won Best Picture. He won Best Actor for it, well deserved. His career went downhill from there. How do you top being the youngest Best Actor ever? You don't. He's mostly made crappy movies since then. He's been a sidekick for Wes Anderson, but that's about it. And he made that King Kong remake I haven't seen yet.
He did The Revolutionary Road in 2008.
Okay. But Pianist is really good. It's serious. It's kind of set during World War II, during that time, early 1940s. I wouldn't watch Schindler's List and The Pianist the same night or the same week, but it's great. it's not rewatchable, but everyone needs to watch it one time in their life. And that's my favorite movie of the 2000s. It's simply one of the best movies of all time. Probably I don't know where I'd put it. Not my top 10 or 20, but it's up there for sure. It's the best movie of the 2000s for sure. But I think I know what your number one is, but I may be way off.
Oh, you might be wrong,
I'm going to take a guess. Is it a sequel to a movie?
Oh, you'll have to see. Okay, my number one is Night of the Museum.
Oh, no, it's not.
It came out in 06.
Oh, really? That surprised me.
It stars Ben Stiller, Dick Van Dyke, Mickey Rooney, Bill Cobbs.
You look like a weirdie.
Looks like a weirdie. Mickey Rooney looks like a weirdie. Robin Williams and Owen Wilson.
That surprised me.
My favorite.
I thought we had it on DVD. You just couldn't find it.
I couldn't find it anyway. Well, it's my favorite Ben Stiller movie ever, and it came out around the Christmas holidays in 2006.
Yep. I remember, it's a solid movie. I remember seeing the sequels. Well, I haven't seen the third one, but I've seen...
The third one's good, man.
Oh, you seen the third one?
Yes.
I've seen the second one. The second one was good, too. But
yeah, Mickey Rooney and Dick Van Dyke are in the third one.
Rest in peace to Mickey Rooney. Dick Van Dyke is somehow still alive.
Well, he's doing yoga. He's doing yoga at 97.
Okay. All right. That is our top 10 of the 2000s, and thank you for staying with us on our adventure through the decades. Top 10 movies of
Your
each
weekly
decade.
adventure, guys.
Yeah. We did the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s.
We had 30s too.
We did 30s. Separate 80s videos, 90s, and now 2000s.
And then we're going to do 2010s next week, everyone.
Yeah, if you guys
So
want to
stay
see our
tuned.
2010s, that'll be the final top 10 Tuesday decade series we're doing. If you want me back for another series or a separate video, let me know. Give us some ideas.
Yeah, and give me some, and comment down below and give me some ideas on what videos I should do in the near future. So anyway, keep going, growing. Happy wiggling.
See you guys.
See you guys.